Please leave this property right now.
A karate instructor for kids is not pleased with what the News 4i team uncovered about his past. Chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley discovered how he and others are avoiding the sex offender registry, even if they've pleaded guilty to sex crimes against children.
That's Mark Cruz heading into work.
Are you Mark by chance?
He doesn't realize the News 4i team is also here to confirm he teaches children.
What age group do you teach?
I teach all of the from like 10 on, basically.
10 on?
No, about 7, 8, 9, 10 in that area.
We wanted to know because of this. In 2009, when he was 46, he pleaded guilty to statutory rape of a then 15-year-old girl.
Excuse me, Mr. Cruz. My name's Jeremy Finley. I'm with Channel 4. Do you think a man who's guilty of rape should be teaching children?
Please leave this property.
So how does a man who pleaded guilty to a sex offense against a child end up running a karate studio for kids? Because of a deal the News 4i team found that keeps him and others guilty of the same crime off the sex offender registry.
This is about avoiding the registry.
This is all about avoiding the registry.
Our investigation found state law allows plea deals for people who admit they're guilty of statutory rape. In Cruz's case, he was charged with aggravated statutory rape and pleaded down to statutory rape. And look at his case file. No contact with his victim and no sex offender registration. We found it happened in 2 other cases just this year in Nashville. It means Cruz doesn't have to tell any of the parents of his students about his guilty plea.
And I can only imagine people will see this and think, this law isn't working.
Well, the law gives the judge the discretion to put the person on or not, but that's a negotiation tool.
Look me up. You won't find my name on any predator list.
In this undated YouTube video, Cruz says he's innocent and suggests he made the deal to keep his voting and gun rights.
Because I'm not a predator.
We had a lot of questions about that, but as you can see,
You don't want to say anything in your defense.
I can't believe this.
he wasn't interested in answering them.
After that night, we called Mr. Cruz and again offered to do an interview. He declined. A spokesman for the DA's office that made that deal says they're just following what the law allows. Jeremy Finley, News 4i team.
If there is something you want the News 4i team to investigate, here is the email address and phone number to call. You can also find this information on our News 4 app.